Well, little Teddy, tell me, darling, little Teddy's been high most of little Teddy's life, and a dream is just a wish that a heart makes. Little Teddy used to sell me, only things I could find in a Persian rug store. People used to tell little Teddy just what kind of high they were looking for. They can ride on a purple airplane. Honey, little Teddy doesn't know when little Teddy will be back again. Because little Teddy's got broken bones, not from sticks and stones, but from the names that little Teddy calls me. I got broken bones, not from sticks and stones, but from the names that little Teddy calls me. Little Teddy calls me names in some ways. But look, I really tell you so much. I'm ready to tell you poems and food blogs. That's what little Teddy says. Oh, thanks. Another one to the pile. Another one bites the dust. Michael Justice on Russia film force coming out soon, I hope. $1 is 106,000 euros of currency in Iran. Little Teddy's dowry is likely very expensive. But Steffi Graf said to Fallon to marry her. How much money do you have? Love me some Steffi Graf, love me some 10 finger bracelets, suckle toes, feet, kafefe, COV, fetish sheets, felicitation, drool. Cringy, CRNGY, excellent. No! These my shirts! These are vocal training exercises I can do so I can enunciate and pronounce it correctly. Asterisks, I'm not giving from my Deborah. Middle Eastern should do candlelight vigil for all the humans who died from Middle Eastern countries' conflicts. They should do military cultural exchanges instead of military service. For many countries like Israel, Iran, and other countries like Dubai, sharing food's love. We can respect each other's language, religions, culture, tradition, and if someone wants to have marijuana or alcohol, should be legal so they don't overdose and die. 60% of the time, I face little Teddy every time. What the world needs now is for little Teddy and a single friend or single family member of little Teddy to propose to marry or direct social media on Instagram. That is just the one thing that this world has too little of. If USA gives around technology to make practical amounts of fresh water from salty water, Iranians will love Trump so much. Iranians will love Trump so much. Iranians will build a golf course for Trump inside of Iran and a Disney World franchise inside of Iran for Trump too. Cynicism poisons the heart, never lose hope, my dear heart. Miracles dwelling in the invisible. Hashtag Rumi. RUMI. 260 days per year have sunlight in Iran. That's a lot of renewable energy. I'll have a Michael Jackson sounds arriving on the food menu. Hee. Michael Jackson sounds saying that nobody really cares about Middle East. We really care for the Middle East. For coexistence and peace and coexistence and the Middle East, for the Middle East, for the Middle East, in the name of democracy, like China Chapel meeting. Let's unite, for coffee out. Hearts with light of love, illuminate well, whether in mosque or synagogue they dwell, and the names within the book of love, unvexed with hopes and our fear or fears of hell. He beneath the bow, flask of donkey on book of verse, be my mighty kind apology, yellow sister, single ladies, shining panties, now wow and a wow. Carry with the sick of karaoke in the wilderness is paradise now. I'll have a 10-second versus house having on the food menu. It's like they're making a baby and they're going to birth a baby at the same time. For 2-hour marathon sessions, just non-stop. Excellent. These are vocal training exercises I like to do together to keep in touch with all my nephews and nieces and all my relatives. Tennis space, culture opens doors. C. Politics closes doors. C. Foo Q. Foo Queen. Twins, Basil, 20 nations, twins, like this. That's how you gave me up for this. Number departure word and then declare God Trinity. The word for the style is sack. Sounds like sack. My sack has style. I got cojones. I got a style for my cojones. Bro mitzvah. Bro. Hashtag Borat. Hashtag Ali G. Hashtag respect. Wicked. Bumbleclap. That was very moist clicking of the tongue. I got saliva everywhere. Ladies. Surely this is a new revelation. The one that president father shouldn't false. Be so far as the same old golden oath with by night. I can't cast out of the This is the support non-governmental organization, non-public organization, Persian language foundation, PLF, PFL, public field, support Cambridge was the NC emotional good. I'm always working like a film with flamingo. Number 2, culture and news today, food, dance, and media, here's the colleague, water, Trinity. Iran conservatives denounce hijab-style bloggers as moral threat. Give me a break. We're trying to get our smokes wet with this smoke on a pancake. Can we be a little more lenient there, Fajr fathers? Conservatives in Iran are criticizing hijab-style bloggers for undermining Islamic femininity, promoting vanity, and alluring religious women away from traditional dress. That's a very good thing they're doing. More vanity, the better. Let's be vain. Vain! I want to live forever. I want to be near the stars. High! I want to be there forever. I want to be super vain. Rasachun, a youth-focused online outlet promoting Islamic values, seethed about the trend in a column last week as an inversion of the hijab's purported main purpose, modesty. The bloggers appear to observe the basic requirements of Islamic hijab, yet simultaneously seek attention and align themselves with global beauty standards, read an editorial on the outlet. They do so with bright colors, modern cuts, heavy makeup, and a wide array of accessories. Those are all amazing things! The publication argued that this emphasis on attractiveness erodes the spiritual purpose of the hijab and encourages visibility over modesty. The more visibility, the better. You gotta give the eye candy for all the males people out there. Internet-friendly modeling, it added, undermines their spiritual purpose of the hijab with its emphasis on attractiveness and drawing attention and visibility. Well, you gotta be attracted to someone before you want to have a relationship with them. Conservative protesters demand hijab enforcement outside Iran's parliament. Hijab-style influencers are the frontline soldiers of the cultural war, pushing religious and spiritual practices toward decadence. Razia Jabari, a hijab activist, told Revolutionary Guards linked Tasnim news agency last week. Behind these individuals stand think tanks seeking to alter religious lifestyles and appearances, trivialize our culture and spiritual values, and promote a version of American-approved Islam, she said. Historically, the Islamic Republic has promoted the chador, a long black veil covering the entire body, as the ideal dress code for a woman. Yeah, but then it gives them no motivation to be fit, so we can look at all their fit bodies. And then we can be all moist about it. Like a burkini. Like a bikini, but a burqa. Burkini. Yes. Not popular. While officials often claim widespread support for Islamic veiling, only a minority, perhaps around 15%, wear the chador consistently. According to a 2022 survey by independent research group Gaman, over 70% of men and women oppose mandatory hijab laws. The professionalized style promoted by hijab bloggers has even managed to influence the tastes of part of the population who is religious and believes in hijab, encouraging them to replace the traditional chador with long, modest mantos, the Jama Jambra newspaper wrote. This year, during the Arba'in walk to the shrines of Shia Imams in Iraq, hijab-style bloggers produced a flood of content. According to critics, their aim is to reduce grand ceremonies from a spiritual and revolutionary event to a mere spectacle, shallow and superficial, Jabari told Tasnim news agency. In Iran, the hijab functions not only as a religious observance, but also as a political symbol tied to the state's identity. Since 1979, the legally but required hijab has been presented as a marker of revolutionary authenticity and resistance to Western influence. For hardliners, enforcing the hijab validates the Islamic system, while opposition is framed as a challenge to state authority. Women's clothing has thus far become a recurring political battleground where debates over morality, freedom, and national sovereignty converge. Since the death of Mahsa Amini in 2022 September, Iranian women have persistently defied the state's compulsory hijab laws, transforming personal acts of resistance into powerful political statements. In Tehran and other urban centers, going unveiled has become more common, although most women still carry scarves for public offices, banks, or transports to avoid confrontation. Few dress entirely as they wish. Most compromise with long sleeves and modest skirts while avoiding sleeveless tops, shorts, or short skirts. In May, Iran's Supreme National Security Council shelved a new hardline bill mandating stricter hijab rules likely to avoid public backlash. While enforcement has not disappeared, the reports of women facing harassment, including fines and impounding of their vehicles, are not as common as before. That is so boring. That's making my back act up. Just having to stand here and read that so much, it hurts my back. Okay, what else? That's the new stuff. Now I'm going to do same old karaoke. Das not blueberry dance. Here comes the new old stuff. Another summer day has come and gone away. I've been to Paris and Rome, but I want to go home and around no place like home in the around the Alpharas. Like with the movie, no place like home. Also like extraterrestrial movie, E.T. Can't get to it. Extraterrestrial movie, E.T. Foreign First World Problems. I like to compare myself to E.T. Extraterrestrial because I got a booty belly like E.T. Extraterrestrial movie. Look at my booty belly. Yeah! That's what I'm talking boots me off of hers. I like to also compare my body to Persian wolf bodybuilder Harry Chupan. I got a volleyball athletic build. I got a nice triangular frame. It doesn't show that I'm actually having fat in different areas, in all the right junk, in all the right places. And it's pretty clear I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it the way you're supposed to do. It ain't all about that bass, about that bass. No Shakira, it's all about that bass, about that bass. No Shakira, it's all about that bass, about that bass. No Shakira, it's all about that bass, about that baby. How could you deny me some Shakira? You go tell the skinny beaches that every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama told me girls like a little booty on the side. McLovin, I am McLovin. Bar mitzvah is coming along, so I'll live. Bar mitzvah like hers. That booty, that booty. Okay, what else? I got man hair. The Persian bodybuilder Harjuman has an 8-pack. I have a booty, but he doesn't have a man hair. So I was trying to say, oh, I'm going to do it to some powder, some Buddha, Broadway powder, Yahweh, no way powder. That's how I sell way powder to Benjamin Netanyahu Bibi. That's how I sell the way powder to Benjamin Netanyahu Bibi. He's just another Habibi Bibi trying to make it in this world, trying to provide for his family and be a father figure for his peoples, to protect them, so no innocent lives are lost. The problem is that along the way, people have become desensitized to violence. And you shouldn't dehumanize any politician. They're just another father figure who's trying to do what they think they should do to protect their peoples. But eye for an eye, those who are blind, Yafaros, we are all born innocent. Hashtag, we are all born innocent. Hashtag eye for an eye, these who are blind. Hashtag unity and diversity. Hashtag faith over fear. Hashtag, I have the best hashtags. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu Bibi, he's just a Habibi, he's just another lover. He's just confused about what he should do. Nothing seems to be working. It's just senseless violence over and over again. These incidences of violence that keep happening to his people, to the Jewish peoples around the world. It keeps happening. So he's what else is he supposed to do? He's just doing his best to protect his people. By what means, to what end, who knows? That's something that is on his conscience. But there's nobody can say he should do this or do that. Nobody knows which way it's going to work. I do not support Hamas. I do not support any politicians. I'm culture. Politics closes doors. Culture opens doors. Okay. What else? I met her was commentary fish, fin, head, tail, was only happy, but a kill car, he's only cheated, only pangy, only too fast and furious. E.T. want to go home, you fellas! E.T. want to go home! You know where home is? Home's not a place. Home is the relatives are. Why am I talking like this? Because dance is beautiful framed by the falls. When all my nephews, nieces, and all my relatives master their dances or their expertise and become masters at their fields from being apprentices, the beautiful journey is that I get to be there to see all the falls and mistakes they had to become so well and experts at their fields. That's why I say dance is beautiful by framed by the falls. That's why if home is not a place, home is your relatives are. You want to be near that so that you can experience those memories. Those are the memories that are going to last for you forever. Those are the memories that are going to carry you through the hard times. Arnold Schwarzenegger said to the party president with a high Chupon, look at this monster. He won Mr. Olympian competition. Get to the chopper. It's not a tumor. Unless it is a tumor. In which case, we're going to F cancer up. We're going to breast cancer, ovarian cancer, prostate cancer, and every other cancer. We're going to F them all up. We're not going to cure cancer. We're going to F them up. No more mercy for cancer. We're going to take it seriously. It's very serious. How dare you make me laugh? Okay. Okay, what else? Oh, there tells the girls dragging down. Scott Johnson, girls dragging down. Gaggers, the girls dragging no! They tell you so that Scott Johnson, gaggers, and I spent a party. Who's part of that? Who's part of your head? This is crazy. He's been that smash. He goes something else ago, and all the other food tasters try to chase me. But he's not that smash. They go something Instagram. I'm bringing food tasting back into a blog. Yeah, the mother food tasters don't know how to blog. Yeah, this is parody. Oh, OD to Mr. Taster on Instagram. I'm tasting. It's not Mr. Taster. It's Mr. Hangover Taster. Whoa! Are you calling me? I want to say parkour. That's how I taste food. Very fast. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm in and out. I'm like a toy panties tiger. In 2005, grade 10 of high school, I jumped up down with 120 pounds on 1 meter height. I got lambda discrimination. That was stupid of me. That's why I'm against law in Australia that bans human under 16 years of age from using social media like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok ask for more youth to vote for more parkour and said they do extreme outdoor sports. So whatever gives the reins, there's safety nets to catch them because they're accountable to the people, the grandparents, the parents, the uncles, the aunties, the cousins, the whole shebang. In 2007, grade 12 high school, I got the most valuable player for volleyball, so it was kind of worth it, in my view. It's all about the memories you carry with you. Okay, what else? Immediately sent, tonight walks my phone. Outside nightclub, she like a nightclub. Inside nightclub, she like a person spot. I shot, yes, quiche, taking me off and clothes off, the clothes off, taking me off and clothes off, the clothes off. It's getting hot, it's me off and club, it's getting hot, and it's me off and club, boom, 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 take clothes off, 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 get naked, down, I like big fat girl butts and I cannot lie, you let me off, I still girls can't deny, we'll go right out of this parking in the face, and one thing in your face, you get sprung, it's getting hot in here, so hot, I'm taking off all my clothes, I am getting so hot, I'm gonna take my clothes off and shower. If you're my little child would like to appreciate or play football or racket sports, otherwise she's all style, no substance, hips and shoulders, all the work, especially if I'm birthing my giant head, are they going to turn babies? At the end of the prenuptial agreement, temporary contract for my future mother, my child is going to say, there are no goodbyes in love, hashtag Hafez, HFEZ. And then I'm going to divorce my future mother, my child, after having several children with her. And then I'm going to have another temporary contract, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another temporary contract. And that's going to be what living is. Living is the two bitches in front of your face. Why would I only waste that on one person? I don't like wedlock. I don't like till death do us part. Those are scary words. Baby, you, me, saint. Nothing but dorky stork and flamingos. So let's find them like you gotta do Discovery channels on YouTube, like Brangelina's or George Clooney and Mark Clooney do. I'm gonna have like twin babies. I'm gonna move around the world. I'm gonna have many babies. Mel Gibson had a lot of babies. I appreciate that. He had like 9 kids or something, right? That's a good living legacy, the people you leave behind. I'm going to be very selfish. I'm going to have many babies. I'm 35. I got to work harder to get that started. Hopefully there's peace and stability in the Middle East, so my aunties can set that up. I'll have a 10 seconds. Time to have it for you. Parkour, peace out.